Hi, in this video we're gonna talk about HTML attributes. So let's start. What you must know about HTML attributes is that HTML attributes provide additional informations about elements, and attributes are always specified in the start tag, and attributes comes usually in the pairs name value, like name equals value. So we're gonna talk about the first HTML attribute, href attribute. So we're gonna write a simple example here. So we have the body element, and inside we're gonna create a tag with the attribute href, and we must close the tag, and in the href we must write a link, for example http www.google.com. Google. So we have here a tag that defines an hyperlink, and the href attribute specifies the URL of the page the link goes to. In our example here is the website of Google. So that's for the href attributes. So we're gonna talk now about the source attribute, src. So we have here an image tag, and we have here src attributes. So the src attribute specifies the path to the image to be displayed. For example, we have used here our logo.png, and we have another attributes, the width and the height, which specifies the width and the height of that image. And we're gonna talk about another attribute, which is the alt attribute, which specifies an alternate text for an image if the image for some reason cannot be displayed, and this can be due to slow connection, for example, or an error in the src attribute, or for example if the user uses a screen reader. So we're gonna write here, for example, our logo, and that's for the src width, height and alt attributes. And we're gonna talk about another important attribute, that is the style attributes. We're gonna talk about the style attributes in more details in the css part. So here we can specify a style attributes, and this attribute is used to add styles to an element, for example color, size and more. So we're gonna write here an example of style, for example color, red, and we're gonna write here this is a red paragraph, and that's for the style attributes. There is another important attribute, which is the lang attribute. So where to use these attributes? We can use actually this attribute in the HTML element. So we can write here lang, for example, en, and the lang attribute is used to declare the language of the web page, and the goal for this attribute is to assist search engines and browsers. So we can use actually language first characters, or the first two language character with the country code, for example en United States. So both are correct. So we're gonna use the first one, en, and that's for the lang attribute. So we're gonna talk now about the title attributes, which defines some extra information about an element, and the value of the title attribute will be displayed as a tooltip when we mouse over the element. So we're gonna use it in this paragraph 2, and we're gonna write here title tooltip for paragraph 2. So let's test our code in the browser. So we have here our code. So we have here the attribute lang, and we have here our link with href attribute. So when we click over the link, it goes to Google websites, and we have our style attribute with the red paragraph, and for the image we have the width and the height and alt. So let's create also, for example, a false name for our logo and see what happens. So you see that our alt, our logo, is an alternate when something wrong, for example, as I say, wrong image name or connection error. So that's it for attributes. Hope you enjoy it, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more videos. See you soon.